Nice to see you all.
Oh my gosh, am I not mic'd?
You're not turned on.
I'm not turned on. I am.
Wow.
How dare they suggest such a thing?
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. It's Thursday, June 2nd, 2016. Back today as my co-host is Anderson Cooper.
So was there, today, of course, is your son's birthday.
My son's birthday,
yes.
Michael.
Was there a big birthday celebration?
Tonight there's going to be a big birthday celebration.
Do you want me to help you with that?
I mean...
This is like yesterday when we were on that ridiculous hoop.
Yes.
And my mic fell off.
That's correct.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, I think we have footage of that.
Do
we have footage of that?
Yeah,
I don't know,
was
maybe.
among. It was like being a giant white bird in a hoop.
It was one of my favorite moments doing that with you yesterday. Was happiness for me. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I walked into the newsroom afterward. Oh, here it is. Yeah.
Back down. Oh my gosh.
The most. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
So you want to bring your hips to sit back down on the hoop. There you go.
I look like, God, I didn't know how, first of all, feeble I look, and I look like I'm about to have a coronary on that hoop.
No, you know what was...
I can't believe that any club actually does that exercise. That just seems like an insurance nightmare.
Are you sore today? Because I'm very sore.
I feel like I had a mini stroke, to be honest. I literally, my head all day, I felt like, I don't know what a blood vessel is, but I feel like a blood vessel burst in my head somewhere.
Well, let me just say this, that Jan Chalet and I looked at each other, and we started talking about it. Like, we sort of had, like, this post-mortem of, like, what could have gone wrong. And I said, the man has been in war zones. You've been in the middle of earthquakes and nuclear meltdowns. And I said, and we're going to kill him exercising on a hoop? Like, that's not the way to go out.
I walked into the newsroom, and my executive producer over at CNN was like reading the paper and doesn't even blink, just like, saw you on that hoop. I was like, oh Lord, I'm gonna hear it. I'm gonna hear it now.
Maybe I'll bring the hoop home for
But would somebody have a hoop like that in their home? It just seems like a lot to produce.
Yeah, it's not like a treadmill, right? You don't have your at-home hoop. That's like something you've got to go.
Like a treadmill, it's very convenient to hang clothes on.
That is true.
Which is what all those treadmills end up doing anyway.
But anyway,
do you remember the Nordic track?
Oh yeah, of course.
I always, as a kid, wanted the Nordic track, or maybe I wanted the person who exercised on the Nordic track in the commercial. I get them confused. But
okay, my friends were looking to buy a house in Colorado, and we went like on a real estate tour, and we saw the Nordic track house, like the guy that owned or created Nordic track, and there was an original Nordic track, like right there in the living room.
Really?
I swear.
Wow.
It looked like a relic. Like, it doesn't look like the current Nordic track.
Well, yeah.
Did you have a Nordic track?
No, I didn't. I didn't have any exercise equipment. Clearly, if I had exercise equipment in my home, I would not be so enfeebled on that ridiculous hoop.
Well, get ready today, because I know...
How come your hoop wasn't shaking so violently as my hoop was?
Because I engaged my core.
See, I don't have a core.
You do have a core.
No, I have a core.
All core.
I have a core of, like, donuts. My core is made up of jelly and donuts, apparently.
Well, today, do you know what we're doing today?
We're doing a fireman's workout.
Yeah, fireman's workout. Yeah, so...
Like a fire pole.
A fire pole.
Which is appropriate because I live in a firehouse.
Yes,
I live in a 1906 firehouse that was decommissioned, and I live in it. But I have a pole on every floor. Everyone always asks me, oh, do you have a pole? I'm like, actually, I do. I have a pole on every floor.
You do.
So I wanted to restore it to its original firehouse condition. I've got a pole, and it's got a stable in the back because the original engines were horse-drawn. So there's actually a stable so I could have 3 horses. Yeah, I could ride to work on a horse.
Or
that wouldn't attract a lot of attention in New York.
Or Mark and I could move our family into your stable.
Yes,
I mean, think about that.
That is true.
You do have one of the great homes in New York.
Cool.
It's really
it's an old firehouse. It's really amazing. And what's nice is a lot of the firemen who have worked there over the years come back with their families, and they're really happy that I restored it to what it was. I think people were afraid I was going to sort of, I don't know, tear it down and make it into a condo or something else. I was like, if I have a firehouse, I want it to be a firehouse. So the firemen come back and tell me stories of like, oh, this is where Joey, you know, did this and all this stuff. So it's fun to know.
I have gone down the pole, in case you're wondering.
You have slid down my pole.
Yes. And you stand, and what's great is that Anderson stands at the bottom and he catches you.
Well, because
he's afraid of, like, you just keep
I'm afraid of it's an insurance nightmare. I'm afraid, yes. So I'm ready to catch you if necessary.
At a moment's notice.
Yes. In fact, we have an office party there for Christmas every year, and so at CNN, and so all the folks who I work with and their families come, and everybody usually has a few drinks and then wants to slide down the pole. And my assistant Joey is always like, I'm going to videotape it so that if somebody falls, you're not going to sue you. Like, so all of a sudden Joey's always videotaping. I'm like, Joey, it's all right. I think we're
guys. Still asleep. So while he's still asleep and it is his birthday, I just want to show like his first ever photo shoot.
Oh my God.
I mean, come on.
Wow. That's incredible.
Is that so cute?
What has he got?
He's holding a ball because, you know, at JCPenney's when you did the whole photo shoot, the photo package, you got, you know, you held the, or maybe it was Sears. I guess it was it Sears or?
Probably Sears.
Sears, right. Yeah, the Sears photos thing. If you buy the big package, they'll like, so this one, I think this was his second birthday, because we did it like every year for 4 years until he had a sibling, and then we never took pictures again of any of it. So that's really true.
You know, in an office when you know, they pass around cards for people's birthdays and stuff in an office, and so I feel like there's always a card being passed around. You always just quickly sign it, whatever. So I read this news story, and I mean, it's not really funny, but it's sort of funny. A woman known as they were passing around a card, and this person thought, oh God, another birthday card, and just quickly signed it. Turned out it wasn't a birthday card. It was actually a condolence card.
Oh, no.
But she wrote, happy birthday, Mary. And everybody else is like sending you positive support and comfort.
Sorry for your loss.
Like, happy birthday. So, just a note of caution, read the card.
Oh my gosh.
Always a good idea to read the card.
Oh my gosh, my mom just sent me a thank you note, and I guess she didn't read the card because inside it's a birthday card.
Is it
it's really, yeah, it's really funny. And she wrote like this really sweet thank you note, and it turns out that it's a birthday card.
Well, I went over to Kelly's house last night, late at night to...
when you got off work at like 11 o'clock.
Yes, I got to work at 10:30 something, and Kelly had a birthday cake for me, which was like, by the way, the greatest birthday cake I've ever had. It was delicious.
Well, you like ice cream, so I tried to get you an ice cream
God,
cake.
It was incredible.
And they're not as easy to get as you. They're not as gettable.
Do you remember as a kid, Carvel?
Of course.
They had those
Fudgy the Whale.
Fudgy the Whale, but they had those. They always had those commercials with like Joe Carvel. It was like I'm Joe Carvel. It was a Joe Carvel.
Yeah. Well,
Tom Carvel. Yeah, you're right. He was like, I'm Tom Carvel. And I love those commercials. Yeah.
And you always thought that he was just ate a bite of ice cream, right?
Or had a tracheotomy, something.
He had the voice. You would clear your throat.
I'm Tom Carvel. Cookie Puss.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. There was Cookie Puss.
Fudgy the Whale.
Fudgy the Whale.
Yeah.
A whale of a cake for a whale of a dad. Do you remember that?
They're all the same cake.
Right. It was totally. It seemed like it was the same cake, just sort of in a different configuration.
So Cookie Puss is the whale upside down.
Cookie Puss was Fudgy the Whale.
Exactly. But do you know when I discovered that? Here on this show.
Oh, really?
Yes. I had never. Okay. I'd never put two and two together that Fudgy the Whale and Cookie Puss were the same, and then you guys brought it to my attention, and do you remember? It rocked my world. It was like finding out there were two different majors on I Dream of Jeannie. Like, do you remember? Or the dad on Bewitched. Remember when they changed them, and I was like, wait. They look exactly
two different.
Yes.
On I Dream of Jeannie? There were two different ones?
Two different majors, and then I think two different Darrens on a Bewitched.
What?
Thank you.
What?
Yes.
What?
I swear. I'm not kidding. That was my reaction.
Wow, I didn't know that.
But they look so similar, or maybe they don't. But in my child brain, I thought they looked so similar.
Yeah. Right. It was the uniform. They were wearing the same uniform.
Yes.
Yes.
And I liked the way she always went Major, no matter who she was talking to. It didn't matter. That was my I dream of
What was their relationship? Looking back on that show, I don't remember it all that well. But how did he find her?
Well, she was in the bottle.
Well, I know, but like, where was the bottle? How did he find the bottle?
He came down. He landed in the capsule, and there was a bottle floating.
Where he landed?
Where he landed.
That just seems impractical. That's not.
It's a bottle.
I mean, when you really analyze it, it's just not very realistic. I mean, I don't want to quibble with I Dream of Jeannie, but. What are the chances he's going to land right?
It wasn't like that documentary Gilligan's Island.
No, well that's a plausible scenario. Yes. That was a plausible.
Okay. Who would you have been on Gilligan's Island? It's my favorite question.
I would have been. Well, I totally would have been Gilligan or the professor. That's
you're the professor.
Yeah.
Or you're Thurston Howell.
I would have wanted to be Lovey.
Yeah.
But, do you remember Lovey? I just liked Lovey. She was so,
because she was always like, she's on an island in a mink coat.
Who would you have been?
I would have probably been
Marianne?
No. I would think I would either be Gilligan or also Lovey. One or the other. Yeah. I love Lovey because she was so out of touch with her, you know.
Oh, Lovey was like, I don't know on what she was taking, but she was taking something. She had a large supply of something that she had taken on that short tour that seemed to last her, you know, for a long time.
She always had, you know, her pearls and her gloves and her mink coat.
Yes, and something in her medicine cabinet. So I was looking again at the news. There's this, you know, everybody collect. Do you collect anything? Do you have like a collection? I'm trying to think. You don't really have a collection. Mark makes you throw out everything.
Mark throws away anything that I've collected or amassed.
You guys came to my house in Connecticut this weekend.
Which is amazing.
And my basement is full of everything I've ever owned, everything my mom has ever owned, everything that, you know, my grandparents have ever owned. Like, we don't throw out anything.
Well, you guys have family heirlooms. Like, you have, like, you know, they're like, this is a cannon from the war. Because my great-grandfather fought in the war. It was his cannon.
No, we're WASP. I just think, like, this could be used sometime in the future, and I'm not going to throw it out, because why would I want to have to buy something else, you know, again? So
why get a new cannon when this cannon is perfectly fine?
Exactly. But you guys throw... Mark was like, we don't have anything. We don't have any storage. Like, you like everything fresh and clean and new.
No, it drives me insane because I am more like you. I believe in saving everything. But what Mark does is he waits until, say, we take the show on remote and say we go to Hawaii for a week, and that's when he makes his move.
Oh, that's when he does it.
And he cleans out the entire house, and I say, where are the children's photo albums? He's like, you know, I may have put them somewhere, and I know what that means. Put them somewhere means I probably put them in the waste bin when I cleaned out the storage unit, because he finds out where I'm hoarding my things, and he breaks in and...
I love going to people's homes and just discovering what they collect, like, you know, little figurines, whatever. I read there's a woman who has what she claims is a $90,000 gnome collection.
Oh, my gosh.
She collects garden gnomes.
Wow.
If you take a look at this, there are an awful lot of them. Yeah. Now, in my opinion, and I'm sure in her husband's opinion as well, she has maybe she has spent $90,000 on these gnomes. I don't know that they're actually worth $90,000. You know, because a lot of times you spend money on something that you think retains its value.
Yeah.
I'm not sure gnomes retain their value. I'm just saying.
You never know. There could be a huge market for garden gnomes.
I could be right.
Oh, right. Beanie Babies. Just think if we had all held on to those.
Right. And Cabbage Patch Kids. I remember interviewing somebody who had like built an extra house for their Cabbage Patch Kids.
I remember my dad having to buy a Cabbage Patch doll out of the trunk of somebody's car on the side of the road for my sister for Christmas. I'm not kidding. Because they were so impossible to get that my dad's like, I met a guy on the side of the road. I was like, unbelievable that we're going
Meet me at Route 3 in Paramus. I got two Cabbage Patch Kids. I got Lisa and... Did the Cabbage Patch Kids, they all had names, didn't they?
I guess. Do you remember
I think they had names and birth certificates that came with the Cabbage Patch Kids.
Well, they were born. They were born, by the way.
The other thing that just freaks me out, and I'll just do this quickly, is, you know, have you ever, every now and then, like, you'll walk down the street and you'll see somebody and then you'll realize, oh, it's actually a statue that, you know, there are all these, like, statues that look like this. It's like a guy playing a guitar.
Yeah, that's...
I always find them slightly creepy. There's a town in Texas which has now built a statue of two people taking a selfie.
That is very lifelike.
Yes. And it's apparently annoyed everybody else in this town. They're all like, this is horrible, this is terrible, we hate this statue.
Why do they hate it so much?
I don't know, because it's just...
It's representative of here and now.
I know, but I don't know. I'm not sure I'd want a statue of that.
I mean,
I'd rather have a statue of, like, a dog peeing or something.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know, just something a little...
What's interesting is it looks like they're in a nice area, but they're clearly dressed for, like, they're in rain boots and scarves, right?
Yes.
They're dressed for winter.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Do you notice that? They're dressed for, like, they're dressed to go...
That's right. In fact, she's dressed with, like,
I don't know, what is that around?
Hunting. It's like a big scarf. Yeah. She's got a giant snake around her neck. Or maybe that's what maybe that's the problem. It looks like a giant snake.
Yeah, those are too realistic looking, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan of these kind of statues. The annoying ones are the ones like outside hotels with someone hailing a cab. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I have seen that. Those do drive me crazy. Did you see this? I'll show you this one really quick because this kid, there's a sculpture, a Lego sculpture. It's a $15,000 Lego sculpture.
Oh, I saw this.
Yeah, and the kid literally knocked it down within less than less than 1 hour into the exhibit. The kid knocked it down and it spent 3 days and nights making it, and this is what he became. Aww.
So, can you imagine? I mean, that, by the way, that is something I would have done as a kid. I've been like, oh, look at the Lego sculpture, and I would have destroyed it in the process.
Were you a clumsy kid?
I was a clumsy kid. I was a clumsy kid and very shy kid, and I had a kind of a weird speech issue. Like, I was sort of slightly dyslexic, and I couldn't read really well, and I couldn't really pronounce a lot of words. I still can't pronounce. You may not notice this. I can't pronounce words that have two T's together. Unfortunately,
I live. You always say button.
Button is what I say. And I live in Manhattan, which is a problem because I can't say Manhattan. I live in Manhattan, so I make it as D's. But when I was a kid, it was much worse. I'd be in an elevator, and I was really shy as a kid. And people would, come in the elevator, and I'd want to get out, and I'd say, I'd want to say excuse me, but all I would say is "coos me," "coos me." Yeah.
It's the most adorable thing ever. I want that to be the ringer on my phone.
And one time, we were in class, we were learning how to cook, which didn't really stick, and I had to make a pumpkin cake, and I had to go out and buy the ingredients, and the ingredients, said like 1 pound of pumpkin filler or whatever. So I went to the store, and I was like, I would like an ilb of pumpkin. They were what? An ilb of pumpkin, because it said LB. Yeah.
How old were you? Were you 18 or?
Yeah, no. This was in college, and it was a big day for me. Yeah.
He was at Yale back then.
It was my freshman year. An ilb. I would like an ilb. But the person in the store was like, what? Very sad.
I like the way you're always like, when you talk about your childhood, you're always Oliver.
Yes, I was Oliver.
Please, sir, I'd like an elb.
That's pretty much how it was.
We have a huge show today. Are you guys ready for it? Beth Behrs is here from Two Broke Girls.
We got a musical performance by the group Alexander Jean.
Yeah, we continue our summer shred workout when Coops and I try the extreme firefighters workout. Are we going to have to carry each other?
I don't know. Are we lighting anything on fire? Do we need to warn the audience?
No flames will be.
No flames.
No, but
are we carrying each other on our backs?
There's some other statues you'll be carrying.
When we were doing that hoop thing, there was no insurance document that I signed.
Oh, yeah,
there was nothing.
It was on the after waiver to get paid.
Was that just an automatic waiver? Okay, all right.
I've done done things on this show
where
they're like, they will hand me something and they're like, here, sign this. And I'm like, it says that if I die, nobody's responsible. And then this one starts circle talking me. He goes, it's all right, there's a double indemnity clause. You're covered under our policy, and somebody will pay for it. Don't worry about it. It's just covered under us.
It's like when you go and rent a car. I'm never sure. Do I get the insurance? And then there's always someone saying, oh no, your credit card does that, but does it really? I don't know.
Yeah.
And then the insurance costs extra, and then I think, oh, it must be a scam if it costs extra. I never know what to do.
That's why I don't rent cars. I take an Uber. Right. Okay, it's time for Spring Skies Travel Trivia.
From Allen, Texas. You were on your hands. That was amazing.
That was crazy. That was very good. Yes.
All right, today's caller is Janet Christine from Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. Hey, good morning, Janet.
Good morning, Anderson. Good morning, Kelly.
Hi, Janet. How are you?
I am fine.
That's a beautiful picture. Where are you in this photo?
That's on Coronado Island by San Diego.
Nice. That sounds swanky. I hear you just celebrated a wedding anniversary.
Yes, we did. 33 years.
Wow. Congratulations. That's awesome.
What's the secret? Janet, we always ask this. What's the secret?
Oh, gosh. Marry a foreigner?
Kind of. I kind of did that, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You married, your husband was an exchange student from Scotland, right?
No, he was working. He was working for a company in Scotland that had their headquarters was in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
All right, cool.
Well, it's working for you. Let's see if we can win a good prize for you, okay?
Thank you.
This is a great prize. The Buccaneer in St. Croix, 7 days, 6 nights in a deluxe ocean front room. It includes, oh my gosh, 3 meals daily. What? The elusive third meal. This trip is provided in part by Hotels.com. It's a prize valued at $9,500.
Wow, $9,500.
Yeah, you have 20 seconds and only one guess. Janet, good luck.
All right.
Thank you.
Gloria Stefan appeared on yesterday's show. Whose double did Gloria say her mother once was?
Shirley Temple.
Yes!
Congratulations, you and a guest will enjoy 7 days and 6 nights at the Buccaneer St. Croix. Founded in the 17th century and family-run for generations, the Buccaneer in St. Croix is both historic and modern, blending old-world charm with warm hospitality and the amenities expected by today's traveler. The Buccaneer is a premier destination resort for golf, tennis, water sports, weddings, honeymoons, and family vacations. Your prize is valued at approximately $9,500.
Oh, my gosh.
Janet, congratulations.
Thank you. I'm so nervous.
Oh, no. Don't be nervous now. You did it. You won. All right. Are you okay?
Yeah. I've been there once, and I wanted to go back for 10 years.
All right.
Awesome.
Well, enjoy all 3 of those meals daily. Now you get to help make the day of a lucky member of our studio audience who will receive a $500 appliance package from Cuisinart. So please pick a number between 1 and 228.
I'm going to pick 227.
Oh, my God. 227. Okay.
That person... That person was like, thought they had the worst seat in the house. Yeah. Turns out they had the best seat in the house.
Yeah, we always give the prize to the person with the absolute worst seat.
That's right.
So that's good. Congratulations.
Coming up next, Beth Behrs. We'll be right back.
Still ahead on live performance by Alexander Jean. Anderson and Kelly go head-to-head when they try the firefighters workout. And coming up next, Beth Behrs.
Welcome back, everybody. Here comes one of of our favorite guests. She's in town to make her New York stage debut, but we know her, of course, as Caroline Channing on the hit TV show Two Broke Girls. Please welcome the one and only Beth Behrs.
Talking about is your dress back there. I want it so bad.
You're wearing sort of the same dress, aren't you?
No, hers is way better. I've been staring at it. I'm like, I need to get it.
I disagree, but it's so funny. In Anderson's mind, we are wearing the same dress.
I mean,
that's such a boy thing to say.
They're both pretty and frilly.
Yeah. Thanks. Thank you.
I don't know. I know nothing about dresses.
All right. Well, I'll teach you.
Okay.
I'll teach you all you want to know.
You can try these on after.
No, it's not my thing.
So you're a temporary New Yorker now.
I am.
How do you like it? You're here the right time of year.
I mean, I love this city so much. The energy here, especially as like an artist, I'm just like inspired every day. You're people watching every day. The fashion is insane.
You're also a big foodie, I hear.
Huge foodie.
So this is a great city for that.
I've been eating my way through it. Yeah, we found like, you know, Il Buco is one of our favorites, but then like now in the village next to the theater is East Sodi, and we've been eating our like pizza in Brooklyn all the time, and it's been amazing.
So you're a carb burner.
I'm a carb eater, burner, lover.
That's amazing.
And you've got a dog too. Does your dog like New York City? Because dogs...
She's the only part of the family that's having an adjustment period. She's very prissy. She's very LA.
Oh my gosh, look how cute she is.
She doesn't like the concrete. Like she's used to grass. And so when she uses the restroom, she goes up into full crow pose so that her back legs will not touch the ground or her urination on the ground. And it's the prissiest thing. People have walked by and like laughed at us because she's like walking all funny and like going into crow pose. So
that's really funny. We have the opposite. Our dog hates grass, and especially damp grass. It makes her really nervous. So she will only go on the concrete.
Yeah, that's such a New York dog. Betty needs to get it together.
Yeah, she's like, hey, what's up? I'm over here on the concrete.
And Betty's like, where's my car?
Right. Where's my driver?
Yes.
What's going on?
Where's the beach?
Hey, listen, we have to take a commercial break, but we're going to talk about your dream come true when we return, okay? More with Beth Behrs.
Beth Behrs?
So you're starring in a play
that has
a very long name. We're just going to call it A Funny Thing.
I could tell you the full name if you want to hear.
Can you tell us?
Yeah. It's early, but I think I can do it.
Okay.
A funny thing happened on the way to the gynecologic oncology unit at Sloan Kettering Cancer. No, at Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center of New York City.
Wow. Oh my God. So why do you just call it a funny thing? No, I'm just kidding.
I know, right? It makes a great drinking game.
Is there actually a poster that has all that on it?
Yes, the marquee at the theater is amazing. They made the letters get smaller and smaller, so by the time you get to New York City, it's like little letters. It's
like
really
fine
cute.
print.
I feel funny asking this, but what is the play about?
It's about two strangers who meet on the gynecologic oncology ward at Sloan Kettering Cancer Center, and kind of how they find love and laughter through their pain, and it's actually really funny, and it's an amazing writer, Hallie Pfeiffer, and directed by Trip Call Happier.
And opening night, it's been in previews, and then opening night is next Tuesday. How have audiences been? I mean, do you find, I always wonder when you're an actor, do you see the audience? If people are on their phones, do you see that?
Yes, we actually just had a preview where someone's phone went off twice, and it was like at the emotional crux, the second one, and two people actually got into a full verbal fight.
Really?
As we're on stage, which is on Two Broke Girls set or here, you don't have that, but in live theater, so it's definitely a challenge as an actor to keep going through that, and they obviously were like, yeah, we're over the plate, we just need to have this fight right now.
When they were having the fight, did you pause to let them finish?
No, you must have kept going.
We kept going, because if you go, I mean, if I was like, cooler, maybe I would have been like, excuse me, I'm acting here.
Don't let the play right. Oh my gosh. Well, how long is it the play?
It's here through July.
Okay, great.
And it's I can't recommend it more. It's been the best experience.
We're gonna come see it. It's now playing at the Lucille Lortel anything.
And coming up next, the Extreme Firefighters workout. Okay. Oh, we're hey.
It is getting hot in here. We're turning up the heat today. Anderson and I are getting our bods ready for the beach.
Yeah, dude.
With the Extreme Firefighters workout. Here to help us is Patterson, New Jersey firefighter and Crunch fitness instructor, Paul Lauer.
Hey, welcome.
Hey, Paul, how are you?
Great to see you.
Anderson, pleasure.
Okay. Anderson lives in a firehouse, so he's naturally at an advantage.
Okay.
So what are we doing here?
So what we're doing here first is battle ropes. All the exercises within this workout are unique because these are things you could do when you're at a fire. So these are our hoses. So battle ropes. Knees are bent, hips are pushed back, nice flat back, and we're going to just start working these things. And then you can alternate. This is going to work your core, your shoulders, total upper body workout.
I don't like any exercise that makes a lot of noise.
Yeah, it makes a lot. Okay.
You have a more silent version of this.
Okay, now we're going to do another fun activity. We're going to move over here. We've got 70-pound dummies. Okay, we've all probably dragged a dummy or two in our life. So here, you're going to get low. Hips are low. Knees are bent. It's tricky. You're going to come around here. You're going to pick it up and then start dragging backwards. Okay? So hips back, knees bent. Pick it up. It's heavy.
Oh, my gosh.
Get underneath. Drag. Now you're going to drop that dummy. Drop that dummy. Now you're going to get low. We're going to push this dummy back. You're going to get in here. Exactly. And you're going to just drive with your legs.
Yeah, do it, Paul.
No, you're going to do it. Push. Come on, push. All the way. Well done.
It's a lot harder than it looks.
Just like being at the firehouse.
That's
pretty tough. Okay, so there. From now we're going to go to the axe swing. This is a fun activity.
It looks like a big lollipop.
Yeah.
It does. And you can really pound this into the ground.
Yeah.
Left foot is forward.
Yeah.
Okay.
Left hand on the bottom. Right hand here. You're going to swing it back and slide your right hand down and drive it into the floor.
I like this.
Down. Good.
Hey, we're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to climb the Paul Lauer, who's a firefighter and a fitness instructor. So what's next?
Primal crawl. So you're in a fire building. You got to stay nice and low. You're going to do opposing arm to leg. So it's
I always have trouble
just
with
like
this.
that. We're going to crawl across the floor.
I can't even get started.
Rear end's low. There you go. Perfect. Perfect. Hey, no cheat. From there, you're going to come to the pole. You're going to climb this pole. We're going to use upper body strength. Hand over hand, and you're going to climb up, and when you get to the top, you're going to ring this bell. And that's important.
I have no actual upper body strength, though.
No, you got plenty.
Can we use our feet if we have to?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
There you go. Oh! Come on. Come on. That counts. Okay. Kelly Anderson, now the real fun begins.
Okay.
It's going to become a competition.
Oh, sure it
Okay?
is.
And I've heard you're both tough. Come on over this way.
We're really tough.
We're going to do 10
You're going down
repetitions with the ropes.
Okay.
A drag, push back, 5 axe swings, primal crawl.
Okay.
Then you're going to climb the pole.
And
first person to ring that bell.
How many of these?
Is out. We're going to do 10.
10, and then the thing. Okay.
On my go.
Oh,
All right, and 5. Okay.
Yes.
You're going down, Lizzo.
Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here we go. Get this. Child, no. Anderson, you've got to push it back. Come on. Axe swing, over here. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Primal crawl, down. On the pole. Come on.
That was really easy. For more information on the Extreme Firefighters workout, go to our website. I don't recommend you do this without the aid of a firefighter.
Well done, guys.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you.
Well done.
Performance.
Live's Extreme Firefighter.
Congratulations.
That was great. Thank you. Of course, that's Mark Ballas, you all know, and BC Jean. How did you come up with the name Alexander Jean? It's our middle names.
Yeah, I'm Mark Alexander Ballas, and she's BC Jean. There you go.
Cool. And you guys recently got engaged.
We did, yeah. We got engaged. Yeah.
Thank you. How'd you pop the question?
Oh man, we're building a house right now. We're remodeling it, and it's a complete construction site. And cut a long story short, I decorated the whole thing like 60s Woodstock. Had all our favorite rock band posters on the walls.
He knows
lanterns, and
yeah,
I dropped to the knee. I did the whole thing.
Oh, you got it.
I did the knee.
Yeah, that's amazing.
That's awesome.
And you're starting a tour soon, right?
Yep. We're heading out on tour.
June 17th.
June 17th. Yeah.
Santa Ana.
Starting in Santa Ana, coming everywhere all over.
Finish in LA on July 23rd. So
great.
That's awesome.
Us and our dog.
That's great. Well, make sure you get Alexander Jean's debut EP. It's available tomorrow, everybody. And we'll be right back. Thanks so much for being here. That was great.
Tomorrow on Live, Mark Consuelos.
Welcome back. We should also wish a happy birthday to our friend Andy Cohen. It's his birthday.
Andy Cohen's birthday as well.
His birthday
That's
as
right.
well.
Yeah, and yours tomorrow.
Mine is tomorrow.
Yes.
So I made a joke about we should do a statue of a dog peeing. Ellen Miller sent us a tweet saying apparently Brussels does have a statue of a dog peeing.
Hey!
I actually kind of think that's funny. I actually kind of like that one.
I love our viewers so much because they really pay attention. I always think that nobody is listening to us, but they pay attention. Listen to this. A tweet from Christina said, Dick York and Dick Sargent both played the Darrens on Bewitched. So not only did they look alike, they had the same name.
Wow, okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
good
there
to
you
know.
go.
Also, so yesterday on the show, you showed Kelly had brought me this big golden swan to put in the pool that we took forever to blow up.
Yeah.
That's me trying to get on it. It's impossible to get on.
You were adorable.
Diana Radecco from Buffalo, New York says that her son Miles at age 4 says if he can do it, I should be able to do it as well. So there's Miles, age 4. He has no problem.
No problem. What's wrong
Miles
with you?
is much more coordinated than I am, as we saw.
I just want to thank you for being such a great host. I love having you here. And don't forget to watch Anderson Cooper 360 weeknights at 8 p.m. on CNN. It seems like you're on 24 hours a day now, though.
You know, there's a lot going on in the world.
On tomorrow's show, Laura Linney, Paula Abdul, and Mark Consuelos.